What's up, Royals fans? Taylor Davis back with you once again. This time I am checking in with the one and only Nicky Lopez. What's up, Nicky? How's it going?
How you doing, Taylor? Thank you for having me.
Of course. Happy to catch up with you. Okay, let's talk about your game a little bit and your season in particular. Going back to the beginning of season, you were expecting to be in Omaha, and then opportunities present themselves. You're back in Kansas City, and you're somebody who really makes the most of an opportunity when it's presented to you. And we've seen that from you this season. How has it been for you? You know, there's an aspect to this game where that up and down is almost expected, and you have to train yourself to take advantage of it when duty calls. How have you been able to do that this year?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Towards the end of spring training, obviously they gave me the news that I'm gonna be sent down, and then I think it was about 2 days to go before the season. Under obviously unfortunate circumstances, you'd never want to be called up due to an injury, and obviously we know how much Mondesi means to us, means to our team. But I just had to try to step in, fill the spot until he was able to come back, and then maybe move over to second or move over wherever they need me. But I was just trying to make the most of it. It's been a kind of a roller coaster ride so far early, but I'm just happy to be able to be on this team, contribute any way I can, and do what I can to get on base and score some runs.
Well, you've certainly handled it well. You mentioned the roller coaster, and that's really the nature of this game, but it's been the nature of this season so far for you guys as a team. But I'm curious, the relationships and the camaraderie of this clubhouse is something that's been talked about a lot. How would you attest to that, and maybe how those relationships help you handle the roller coaster season?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a little unfortunate. Sometimes we go through, stretches where we just can't snap out of it. And, I always say it is baseball, but those are unfortunate stretches where you're trying to get that win, but sometimes the ball just doesn't, bounce your way. And, but that's one thing that hasn't faltered yet is our camaraderie and is our relationships in the clubhouse. We still hang out outside of the field, even though, through our wins and winning streaks and losing streaks, we're still close. And I think we're getting closer as the year goes on.
It's definitely something that's evident, and it kind of showcases itself on the field. So it's cool to see. Let's talk about you offensively, because you have become one of the more patient hitters in the league, swinging at just 41%. And when you do swing, you've got one of the best contact rates. So what's changed for you this season, or maybe even as of late at the plate, and contributed to that growth?
Yeah, so that was one thing that I was always accustomed to doing when I was down in the minor leagues. I was always one to, work walks, rarely strike out. And obviously it's a little bit different in minor leagues and major leagues. It's a different animal up there. But, when I got sent down, I kind of had to flip that switch of, hey, I got to focus on what made me successful down there and how can I correlate it to the big leagues. So I actually sat down with Alex Zumwalt and JJ, and they kind of brought up the sheet and said, hey, you're missing the fastball. You're swinging and missing a lot. We gotta try to, get you back to what made you successful down there. And, I always said that, things happen for a reason, and maybe it was just a blessing in disguise that I did get sent down, because it made me kind of think about my game and kind of clear my head and focus on what I needed to get better at.
Let's talk defensively, though, because it's been synonymous this season, Nicky Lopez and defense. Talk to me a little bit about, where you think you are in that regard. What skill set of yours have you really honed in on that makes you such an impactful defensive contributor?
Yeah, I've always been very prideful of my defense. Going back to Creighton, I was fortunate enough to be able to learn a lot of my defensive skills from Ed Service, who coaches there. So just going back to there, I was very, I hate making errors. There's nothing worse than that. But I just focusing on the little things, making the right play, looking to where, thinking about where the next ball, if the ball's hits you, where is it going to go? That kind of thing, just kind of, being a step in front of it before it happens. And, that's one thing that I always say is that the pitchers are, grinding on the mound, and, it's the least we can do is just make some plays behind them. So.
Well, you've certainly done that. The B-roll for this video will be really easy because we've got plenty of Nicky Lopez defensive plays this season already. Last week, in the middle of the homestand, you spoke with media and you said that you think and believe the best is yet to come for this group. What did you mean by that?
I do. Whether it's, a month from now, whether it's, next year, but the best is yet to come. We're a really young team. Who is even getting better and better. And we haven't even played our best ball yet, I don't think. Once we put together pitching, hitting, defense, everything together and play a complete game, which we have, a number of times this year, we're a pretty scary team.
We like that. All right. Well, before I let you go, Nicky, we're going to do a little rapid fire. I've been doing these with your teammates, and it gives us a little insight to you guys as people more than players. So we're going to do this real quick. You ready?
Gotcha.
All right. What is something that you always bring with you on road trips?
PlayStation, PS4.
Oh, you bring the whole. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Who do you play with?
Cam Gallagher, Wade, Mike Minor. we got a pretty good squad, but I bring the PS4 console and the little screen too. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Wow. Okay, so who's the best?
I'm pretty good. I'm not gonna brag, but I'm a humble guy, but I'm pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I was gonna ask who you spend the most time with on road trips, assuming it's those guys.
Yeah, I do spend most of my time. Cam, Witt, O'Hearn, Dozier. Those are my guys.
What's been the most fun road trip so far this season?
Tampa was very fun. We were fortunate enough to get out there a day early and just enjoy the weather, enjoy, the ocean and stuff like that. I'm definitely afraid of sharks. So I don't like the water, but just to be able to see the ocean that you don't really see,
right.
From Chicago and obviously playing in Kansas City, but that was cool.
So did you get in the ocean?
I may have, but I wasn't.
You did?
I wasn't comfortable.
A little nervous. Well, yeah. I was going to say, a little birdie by the name of Brad Keller did tell me that, you guys were going on a road trip to Florida, had an off day, and you forgot your swim trunks.
I did. Yeah, I actually had to borrow his dad's swim trunks. I forgot my swim trunks. I actually forgot an actual athletic pair of shorts too. I couldn't even wear those. I only brought golf shorts. So it was either that or I borrowed a pair. I know that's not my brightest moment.
Your packing philosophy might need to improve here, Nicky.
Yeah, I'm new. It's only 2 years.
That's true. You'll learn. Shout out to Mr. Keller for hooking you up there. All right, Nicky. Well, we will let you go. Good luck the rest of this road trip, and thank you so much for checking in with me.
Thank you, Taylor. Appreciate it.